So, everyone has this fear in general of AI. Like, is it going to replace me? Is it going to replace you? It's not going to replace you, and it's not going to replace me. What I believe, and I coined this, I made sure to put onto X and to LinkedIn right away the line that AI is not going to replace you. Those using AI will replace those that are not. So the best example I give, I tell people, ask yourself two questions. If you hired this summer the two brightest college kids out of Harvard as interns,
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with Ira Zlotowitz. He is the owner of G-Parency and also the owner of Avery GPT. We're going to talk a lot about AI automation and how it's changing the commercial real estate industry. So thanks for being here, Ira.
thanks for having me. Great to be here.
So give us a little bit about your background. Obviously, we're going to be talking a lot about AI and kind of how it helps the industry. What is your place in the industry?
So just to give a little recap, I started my career, doing mortgage financing, brokerage, my whole career. And I started a company about 25 years ago called Eastern Union. We always were ahead of the curve in technology. It was way before AI, way before things were hosted on websites and over the years, it came like about 5, 7, 10 years ago, I realized that the market's clearly going to change. Tech is starting to take over. Social media is changing. The fact we're sitting here doing a podcast and we're doing it from remote locations, that was unthinkable years ago. And I saw it was coming that direction. And I was always like prepping for where that future was going to be. About 4 years ago, we merited to build the company to the 10th in the country, $5 billion a year, number 3 in transactions. And about 4 years ago, almost to the day now, we got a venture capital offer to build a Netflix of the finance industry. And I said, listen, I never want to be Netflixed out of my own business. I didn't like this blockbuster storyline. So we took the venture. And when I told my clients about it, they wanted to match the offer. So about 250 clients cumulatively got together, and they decided to fund it, the largest seed round in total, between all the rounds combined. And we opened up G-Parency. G-Parency was the beginning, a little ahead of the time 4 years ago. It was technology and human mixed together. So it was a long battle, how to brand it, but where we landed on, which worked out, thank God, perfectly today, is that G-Parency is mortgage assurance. For $4,500, we shop a deal, guarantee the best financing, and then you close direct or with your broker. So we don't compete with anybody. The 80% of people who go direct, they know they're leaving money on the table. For $4,500, we'll shop the market. For the 20% is a broker, they like their broker, they love their broker, they're a great broker, but they want to keep their broker in check. Maybe there's something else out there. For $4,500, mortgage assurance. And the last, about 90 days ago, we spun off all of our tech, all of our AI, all of our data, banking data, into a new company called Avery GPT, which used to be the future, now looking as the present. So It's the AI hub for commercial real estate. That's the vision.
I mean, it's so exciting. And I know a lot of people have a lot of maybe trepidation around AI and how it affects the real estate industry. Talk about how you're using it to actually supplement and help it.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So, everyone has this fear in general of AI, like, is it going to replace me? Is it going to replace you? It's not going to replace you, and it's not going to replace me. What I believe, and I coined this, I made sure to put onto X and to LinkedIn right away, the line that AI is not going to replace you. Those using AI will replace those that are not. So the best example I give, I tell people, ask yourself two questions. If you hired this summer the two brightest college kids out of Harvard as interns, what work that you do every day would you give them? Right? Think about, Kristen, yourself. What would you give them? There's things you'd give them. Number one. Number two, what have you been procrastinating that you know you should do, but you don't do? And they were here, you give it to them. Now think about how much time would that save you, and what would you do with that time? That's what Avery GPT is. Avery is going to be that. Whatever, if you think in those terms, a lot of little tasks. This won't save you 2 minutes, 8 minutes. You'll have to review it just like you review the college kid, but you'll train it, you'll get better. So the beauty of commercial real estate is everyone does the same thing. Everyone listening to this podcast, if you're in real estate, you do the exact same thing as your competitor. The difference is how you underwrite, where you buy, the size of the building, where you get your capital from, but the steps are the same. So the idea of Avery GPT is build that AI agent, that Avery, that's going to go and the parts you want from the time you get a deal in your email inbox, scrapes it, put onto a pipeline tracker, run the back and end up numbers for you, make the offer, nurture if the price is not right. Imagine you had a whole team that could nurture every deal you ever looked at. 18 months later, the price changes, you're there to make the offer. And then do basic due diligence. Go order, call up your title company for you. Get a quote from the insurance, get the banking quote. And then when you want to do a mortgage, we'll give you the banking data. So the way we built Avery GPT is it's a membership-based product, and then somebody gets 5 things for that membership. One is just we'll always need, no matter where it goes. Training, consulting, there's new things always come out. Get an hour of training, consulting, one-on-one, and another hour company-wide. Second thing it does is that all those things we're building might be build one AI agent or one big pipeline tracker, but break it down, an OM reader, an envelope underwriter, all the little tools one at a time, and a toolkit have access to it, and then give you to the full enchilada. You need a pipeline tracker, which I find amazing. Commercial real estate 2025. No buyer of real estate has a good pipeline tracker, a pipeline tracker that you use. None. There's no good system really for that. We're building that in here. And the last 2 items is the lender match. You have to take a deal to market. You want to just see what banks, the right banks for you with AI, with the profile and the contact information. And the cool thing is we have the ability to get you onto ChatGPT. So when a seller, a banker, investor is looking for information about you, you should be able to show up and rank at that point. So the goal is like Netflix. You have something people pay money for, we could build it. Let's build it and throw it into the membership and keep building it out from there.
Absolutely. That's so interesting. And how long has it taken you to kind of build this AI and all the intelligence behind it?
So it's going to be a lifetime building. We're going to keep building. But we basically took the tech that was sitting in G-Parency. It's all map-based and the whole bit, and we just finished migrating it over. And now we're just overlaying the AI and more AI pieces on top of it as we go. So it's going to be a constant iteration. But as you know, AI gets cheaper to build things every day, easier to build things every day. You have a 12-year-old kid today is the one that's going to be building your stuff for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's a new world. So so for me, people ask me, where's the future, where's the present? I don't know, but I want to make sure that if someone wants to if AI is taking over and doing deals A to Z or assisting, GPT was going to be that for there. Someone wants that human to help them guarantee, shop it, get involved, level their personal relationships. That's G-Parency. And from their previous company, I want old school. I want a mortgage broker to the closing, pay the full fee. Let me bring you to Eastern Union. So the connective tissue is there. And this was always like, this way have a sports stance. God will decide where it plays out. And hopefully, one of the 3 is going to be the benefactor of the next opportunity.
I mean, I think it's a really smart strategy. And even as technology progresses, there's always going to be people who like that personal touch with G-Parency. So I think it's a good way to kind of spread out. With G-Parency, obviously, your tech was fueling your company. How did you have to adjust it to be consumer facing and to kind of be friendly for anybody to use it?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet, for real estate investors and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So it was built in G-Parency for client facing, a lot of it.
Okay.
The difference was we had internal, external. Now we just, because we're focusing on like for the acquisition steps. So we took the foundation that we have and said, okay, we have, dozens of beta users that are telling us what fields they use when they see a new deal, so that those things we added. But the real key thing is we connected Avery, the LLM, to the pipeline tracker. For example, someone they don't want to encroach in their emails. They'll be able to email the pipeline tracker, will update the deal for them. They'll read it and update it. They'll be able to tell it. Now think about, I tell someone that people pay these big data providers like CoStar, a fortune of money for, people could argue the data is great. It's not great. There's competition to them. But do you know how much data you have yourself? If you're buying real estate or investing in real estate, you could be seeing 10, 15, 20 deals a day. That's up to 400 deals a month. That's 5,000 a year. Can you imagine if you tracked every one of those deals and you're able to ask questions on it? You know how much data you have? People don't realize. What are the rents in this area? Let it open up every file in that area and see the last 2-bedroom apartments that rented. When you see what the rents are. And then you could send out an agent to go on to see what apartments.com or something like that is showing for rents. And you could reconcile it. Like, there's so many things you have yourself.
Right.
I mean, I think once someone comes up with this idea that I'm telling you, why should you spend $5,000 building that agent? In effect, every time I get another 20, 30, 40 members, we hire another developer to build more tools. Someone built the tool. So it's like someone came to me and they said, Ira, I have this great idea. I built out this tool for, it could extract a rent roll and put it into your setup. He goes, I charge X dollars a month for it. I think that's a great tool. It doesn't pay for me to build it for that price. I'm putting that in my toolkit where someone could link that and find the person. So I want to be that first stop. When you think AI, commercial real estate, think Avery.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as people who might be a little scared of technology or not really know much about AI, how easy would this be for them to adopt?
So it's very, very easy. And I took into account, that's in commercial real estate, that's not really the fear. I'll tell you what the fear most people have. It's the fear of the secrecy. You see, in commercial real estate, it's like people do a few deals a year and they make a lot of money on those deals. They don't want to risk that you're going to have their information. That's the risk. So I set it up in a way where if you want to use my system to extract the data or use the tool without giving me anything, set up that way also. You want to put in a fake address that you have a code for yourself. 1, 2, 3 means by you something, that's fine. So it won't sync with the map, but that's fine for you. So you could use the function. That's how we're building it in that type of way. So this way, wherever you're at. But if someone's scared of technology, I haven't met those people in the last couple of years because AI took it to a new game. They know they have to, because if you have a staff of 5 people, your competitor has 5 people using AI is doing the output of 15 people, or they cut their expenses in half and only kept 2 or 3. So they know they have to do it. So it's unlike when the last round of technology came out, people were resistant. There's no resistance anymore. They have no choice. I think
Absolutely.
it's the opposite. We're going to come into a lot of lawsuits because people have been uploading their OMs and things like that to ChatGPT, but they signed a non-disclosure. What
Oh,
happens? What happens when you have an agent sign a non-disclosure for you and you
yeah.
breach it? Who's responsible?
Yeah.
Like, these are the next level of questions that are starting to be dealt with. So, but that's what it is. So it's I want to be at the tool side of it, not so much the data side of it, except for the lending data, which is my proprietary information that I have from all the deals that we worked on, and a ton of mortgage brokers that use the system.
Yeah. And if it's set up so you don't have to disclose information you don't want to disclose, where are you pulling? Like, what kind of data are you pulling? I know you said like apartments.com and all of that.
So I'm not pulling apartments.com. So what I'm saying is, what we're building, the data that we have is the same public data that's if you file a loan, you have to file data. So the same raw data that anyone could buy, public data. But what's proprietary that we have is banking data. So we have the public records of banking data. We have what bankers tell us they're doing. And because we're working on hundreds and hundreds of deals a month that we're sending out for quotes, we get the live feedback and we update the algorithm based on that type of feedback. So like one of the cool features we have with a lender match is you could type in any address in America and it'll tell you within an X mile radius all the most active lenders, and the buildings will color code with pins, so you know, oh, in this area, this lender is pretty aggressive. It's built. So, but I'm not taking the client's data in. I'm not digesting the data from the client. For them, it's a tracking. Take my data, and you want to track your information, and you want to use this tool without anything else. That's fine. That's the way it's built. So the toolkit of individual tools, pipeline trackers, holistically everything in one place for those that want to do it. So it's a matter of, do you want to trust? Like people ask me a lot of times. And I talk about this many times when it comes to business. Everybody has an ulterior motive.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I want to say, what is my ulterior motive? What's my goal? People say it's your data play. No, it's not a data play. My goal is I want for the price point. It roughly works out to, it's a month-by-month subscription. And when it levels out, the price ultimately settles out, roughly working out to about $5,000 a year. My goal is that you love it, you use it, you tell your friend.
Yeah.
I want to get more people like Netflix. I'm not looking to have a few clients pay a fortune of money. So that I'm the opposite side of the equation, and that's the goal. So it's not a data play. You could think, oh, you make a ton of data. Let me tell you something. If people love all my tools, and there's 100,000 people using it, that's 500 million in revenue. I mean, like the numbers just become crazy, and that's the plan. So I'm not doing anything to breach the trust and the loyalty if I have the data points, because then it slows down from the mission of what I want to get to. I want to be the first stop. I want to replace Google Maps. I have Google Maps overlaid with public data. Everyone goes to Google Maps, start here. And as you look at the property, it'll go right into your pipeline automatically.
Yeah, I mean, I think the subscription model is very smart. And I think that gives people a lot of flexibility as well. People doing a lot of deals or wanting to just pull a bunch of, tools from the system. Talk about, so you guys are in a soft launch right now. When are you anticipating being live for everybody?
So it's available to anybody that wants to join now. The problem I tell them, if you want to get all these features, you have to know that some of the things are sitting on this platform, that platform, it'll moving it over. So by December 1st, it'll be on one platform. Then we're going to keep enhancing to it. So it's really like, at what point can someone actually see the experience fully? You'll be able to see the experience sometime mid-December to January, the full experience. Like right now, we just have it. People are sick of going to all these websites for news. On our main hub, just logging in, we go to every website, many of the real estate websites, summarize the news for you. By AI, so you just like sit there and read as a ticker. So rates are there. We're starting to put all the pieces into one place, and then holistically everything comes together. And we're going to launch also like the Pulse. Whenever we see something that someone's using interesting in commercial real estate, with AI, let's talk about it. Let's show people how they're using it. Gemini's come out with a new version. Tell people in real estate what it means to them. Someone knows that, AI commercial real estate, go here. That'll be a starting point. If there are masterminds that focus on that, I'll want to put it direct to your masterminds. I want to be the first step. Someone knows you pay membership, you got yourself covered. And the more members I have, I could reinvest in the platform.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it'd be great for people that are also investing out of state and maybe starting to look at new markets. I think it's a really good way for them to cut through a lot of mistakes or a lot of work.
100%. But it's funny, you say the word out of state. When we're sitting here doing a podcast nationwide, it's every state is out of state for a different person. So it's like, I'm in the tri-state. Well, where do you live? Because we're a different tri-state,
Amazing. Well, I mean, this is so cool. I'm really excited for Avery GPT. It seems like you guys are really finding a white space in the market and attacking it. Tell everybody where to find you, G-Parency and Avery GPT.
So we'll go with the easiest one first, averygpt.com. Simple.
Yeah.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for making it simple how people think. ChatGPT, Avery GPT, and for us, it actually works out that G-Parency, the name G-Parency is GP for General Partner and Transparency. That's where it comes from. GPT happens to also stand for General Partner Transparency, so it works out very well. Avery GPT, so it works out very, very well. And we thank OpenAI.
Yeah.
Then for myself, G-Parency is G-Parency, GPARENCY.com. And I give out my email and my cell. I have one cell number. It's my email address is IRAZ, IRAZ at G-Parency. So my first name and my initial for my last name. And my cell number I give out is 917-597-2197. I prefer text or or WhatsApp or email as opposed to a phone call. Today, you don't know who's calling, and it's much easier to respond. People reach out on LinkedIn. Under the name, not hiding anything. A business of transparency, you can't be hiding things.
Of course. Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, this has been awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for listening. Hope you learned a lot and maybe got some inspiration of how to integrate this AI into your own business. Definitely check out G-Parency and Avery GPT. Reach out to Ira. Seems like there's a lot of great information out there. So we will see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.